What's up, guys? I'm Destiny. I'm back with another how-to. Today we're going to be working through how to properly set up and use a Visio. Stay tuned. All right, y'all. So now that I have Visio open, we're going to go ahead and start walking through the steps. Visio is a professional software that is going to assist you in building flowcharts and just kind of keeping your organization however it works for you and your business. So once we get started, we're gonna look up here at the top where it says create new. It gives you a bunch of options. You can do a blank drawing. You can look at all of the templates. Which they give you a ton of different options of how to start your flow chart, your organization chart. However, whatever you're working with, there are a bunch of templates up here that you can use. But I'm just going to start with a blank drawing just to make it easier so we can walk through the steps. So before you get started, we're going to check up here at the top ribbon. Top ribbon, there's File, which is where you can save, Home, Insert, Design, which is what we want to look at. Before you start your flowchart, the most important thing is to change your orientation. So right now I want it landscape, but you could also switch it to portrait, and that way your flow is going to fit the best on your sheet. You can change the theme colors, the connector style, the diagram layout, all sorts of options you have up here. And there's going to be the Review tab, the View tab, and the Help tab. So we're going to go back to the Home tab, and we're going to start with just the basics of Visio. So over here, you're going to see all of your basic shapes. Over here, your basic shapes are going to be anything to start your flow chart. So a rectangle would kind of be where I would want to start first. You can move it wherever is suitable for you on the page. For me, I'm going to put it in the middle just because this is an example, and I kind of want my flow chart to go straight down. Shapes you can use as anything to represent what you're attempting to create. So that's going to be your first step. All right, so once you have your basic shape at the top, you can change the size of it. You can move it around, like I already said, but then we're going to move on to connectors. So right up here in the top ribbon, there's going to be a draw connector button. Once you click on that and you hover over your shape, a bunch of connectors are going to pop up. So I'm going to draw my connector just straight down, a very simple short line. You can change the way it looks. You can change the color of it. All connectors do is they show the flow and the relationship between the two shapes that you're adding. Also, then after my connector, I'm going to add another shape. And that's basically it, how that works. Circling back to the shapes really quickly, if you click up here, this little rectangle, you have multiple options of what you want to draw, like base specific to your liking. So I can have a circle that big, or I could just add a circle and I can make it that equally as big or bigger, smaller, however it's going to work for you. So these are all the shapes in the way that you would want to connect them, move them to wherever works for you, whatever is of importance to you. And then the last component of Visio that is going to be the most important is going to be the fact that you can add texts, so that way your organization can be in a complete order. So all you have to do to add text to a shape is double click. Type something and it's going to show up. And then the best part about the feature is once you move it, the text is going to move with it. So say you put something here, it wasn't supposed to be here, move it down here, and the word is going to stay the same. In addition to that, you can click a text box. You can add a text box. Just to label maybe your whole flow chart, maybe a section of it. So over here could be this section. I could add another text box down here to label this section. Click it and drag it, and that way I have labels outside of my shapes and inside of my shape. The last thing I kind of want to touch on as just a short overview of Visio is that you can change the color of everything on this page. So for the fill, right now my fill is blue. I could do no fill. I could change it to teal. I could change this one to, I don't even know, dark green. You can also change the border. You can change what the connector looks like. You can change the color of the connector. All of this is just to help you with your organization, make your flowcharts very simple and very helpful. And that way, when you share them or you upload them or you print them or whatever you're doing with your flowcharts, everyone can understand it exactly the way that you're understanding it. So there's a lot of components of Visio that we did not cover today, but we could cover them more in the future. These are just the 3 basic components that you want to start your Visio with, just to get you rolling on your organization, your business. Hope you guys found this helpful. Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Hey there! Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications for all the latest videos from Capital Presence.